it's my pleasure introducing reading with me this evening, Mr. Endre Ruset. I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you mind if I have that mic?
Yeah.
It's my phone.
Well, for this collaboration, there is also a little bit of personal history because in 2007 I was.
Oh, I don't interrupt. I just want to. Sorry. And so for this collaboration, there's a little bit of personal history, but basically, I just want to say, because Endre wouldn't say this because he's humble. We faced a bit of a dilemma, and we thought quite a while, what should we do? You know, I have an issue because I'm the host. So I have a different responsibility, and Endre has an issue because he's the best poet here, so it's like, it's a difficult balance. So we decided to just read our favourite poem by each other. So he's going to read his favourite poem by me, and I'm going to read mine, but I have a surprise. But anyway, I interrupted, please.
2008, I had left my position as the leader of the Literature Festival in Lillehammer. My mother had died, my sister was very ill. I had a personal crisis, and I decided to take just a break. I went up to Lofoten in Norway, which is on the coast, where I took a job for one summer as working in a fish fillet factory. At this place, this is where I met Steven. Steven came there that year, working at the same factory. I didn't like him at all. And as all the best people I know in my life, I hated him from the beginning. But in there he came like this flashy, good-looking, horribly self-confident guy. And we didn't speak until some strange coincidence happened at Reine in Lofoten, where there was a whale that was stranded on the beach.
Oh, yeah.
So we were forced to go down to the beach to try to get this whale back into the ocean with a lot of people. Anyways, that is where the great thing happened. The whale died. We didn't say it.
Now the whale.
But out of the yellow raincoat of Steven, and this is. There was slipped a note, and this note contained a poem, and that poem was how I knew that Steven also was a poet. And I just thought I should read that poem because I saved it. It's not the same note, but it's kind of the same condition it was in when I found it.
That's amazing.
12 octopi sleeping, undressing people. The Yggdrasil underworld, unconsciously chopping wood for furniture. In the month of the foxtrot calm, the flyweight blinded by the mechanics of surrender, that is, as below a lumberjack to tradition, changed into a carpenter, the softness soon to be attacked by wild bears or YouTube kittens, at their expense lawless, the drowned fox, the feathered hippo, embrace. Saint Stephanus witnessed bankrupt translation in the whirlwind going up, tears latissimus dorsi flex without correction. The neighbor is a kill. A shameful cry wolf, but the pieces disappeared, accounts of future births, and back to back. Perspective condemned to transform.
Wow. What a funny moment. I mean, I'm sure, thank you, my friend. We've all in this room, many of us writers, have these crippling moments of doubt, and when you read your own work, you think, God, that means nothing, and then, but coming out of your mouth, Endre. That was a good poem. Thank you. Many people know that I run another festival, the European Poetry Festival, and that has become synonymous with the award we present every year, the best poet award. And there has been a little bit of controversy with that, in that I make the decision, and there has been some, accusations around that. But because this is a new festival, I'm starting a new award tonight. The Black Panther Best Nordic Poet Award, and by chance, the winner for 2019, Mr. Endre Ruset. Don't applaud yet. You deserve this. You're the best poet on all criterias. It has nothing to do with our long-standing friendship and our financial relationship. Your country is a rich country, but also you're the best poet. So these things are not related. I have also another surprise. I have translated Andre's best poem, the poem that won him the Black Panther Best Poet Award, and I'm going to read you this translation. You've never heard this before. So the original poem, it's a good poem, was just 2 words, but I've kind of taken a little liberty, I'm sorry. A poem about how poetry is like an opened cliff. Just turned it. And it has an epigraph by Olav H. Hauge. It was a dream. We all carry with us this dream that something wonderful will happen, that it must happen, that time will open, that the heart will open, that doors will open, that cliffs will be opened, etc. It goes on. Poetry is like an opened cliff, hiding a rainbow at midnight, in that it's impossible. Poetry is like a nice face, smiling with good white teeth and a nice bronze tan. Poetry is like finding a lost dog that doesn't bite your hand in the wilderness or in a fjord. Poetry is words that help you understand. Poetry is like milk becoming cheese, lying quietly at your ease, gently formed by an evening breeze, a cheese that no other hand dare seize or squeeze. I chose seize, but squeeze also. The Norwegian word for seize and squeeze is the same word. And then there's a long bit in the middle which I've cut for the translation. And then it gets good at the end. Poetry is like an erection that is not disturbing or threatening. Poetry is like a fish talking. Poetry is like having speed in your cornflakes. Poetry is like a poet of the opposite sex emailing you with the headline, "Shame." Poetry is like being locked in the shed by your mother, or mum. I went for mother. Poetry is like a supermarket where the only affordable food is potato pancakes. Poetry is like despising someone good who doesn't love you back. Poetry is letting people down by being too much for them. Poetry is obviously like an angel, a moon, a field, some landscapes, nature, or some other banal life event like having a child or something. Poetry is like a rainbow at midnight, dark, impenetrable, pointless, and for idiots. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 Nordic Poetry Festival Best Poet winner, Endre Ruset! Speech! Are you everyone prepared?
Thank you, Steve. You're one of the best poets in the world, so thank you. I appreciate you for accepting me This shows the positivity of poetry. I want to make clean and interesting poems. Together, when we write, we can make it a beautiful world. This award shows that no human is limited. Now I won it. I'm expecting more people to win it in even more excitable fashion after me. So once again, thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Endre, Ruset. 20-minute intermission.